Happy Sunday. I know it's been a minute, so let me fill y'all in as to what's going on. Per the usual, y'all know I have my cheat sheet. No, I ain't getting no iPad right now. Actually, let's take that back. I do have an iPad, but it's old. I'm going to upgrade one day. Just, y'all know how I am. So, let me give y'all an update on everything that's going on. So, Mom, I'm jumping right into it, y'all. Mom, she's doing really, really well. As far as the breast cancer, she's still in remission. She's hanging in there. She's been getting up, going, shopping, spending my money that I ain't got. She's been doing really, really well. She's on these hormonal medications. She has to be on them for at least 5 years. So since she did the lumpectomy twice and then the radiation, which was for 1 week, after that, that's where she's doing that treatment for the hormonal therapy. So far, so good. She hasn't really had many symptoms or anything, and everything is cool. Oh, hey, friend. Are you still in Detroit? Thank you for joining. Yeah, everything is cool with her in that arena. Y'all know I gotta look at my notes. Hypertension. Cause y'all DMing me about everything. So I just want to get through everything and answer y'all questions because I know y'all mad at me. I've been gone. Hypertension has been controlled so far. Mama has been doing well. Like anybody, she has her ups and downs, but for the most part it's controlled and she's stable. Her stage 3 kidney disease, it has its moments, guys. They did tell me her doctor said she needs to see an endocrinologist because they're still concerned about her kidneys and how they're functioning. So I say it's okay right now. We're still in a testing phase to make sure that she is good. No dialysis, which is good. She doesn't need that. Now, her diabetes, y'all auntie been bad. She been bad. She been having these snacks, y'all, these oatmeal raisin cookies, these grapes, the candy. I give her money monthly, and she just used that debit card and just swipe, y'all. She just swipe. So, of course, I have to do what I always do, y'all. Y'all been following me for years. Old followers know when Mom get like that, we got to pull that debit card back from her, right? So I either pull it from her or I decrease her funds. So I'm going to end up pulling it back from her, though, because she needs to stop doing that. The assisted living home, they have been putting her on a pretty good regimen because, you know, I be on their head. Y'all know I play them games. And they pretty much have been cooking good for her. You know, she gets her fish, her baked chicken, and she cooks herself too, guys. I went over to see her today and she was making her fish and her veggies and everything. But my mom, just like all of us, I mean, she's human. She loves sweets. And it's been really challenging to get her to eat the things that she needs to eat, such as for snacks, blueberries, strawberries. These are things that her doctor told me that she can't eat. The skinny popcorn, she doesn't like skinny popcorn. It's not enough butter for her. Me personally, I think it's great. But she just wants to eat everything, oatmeal cookies and chocolate and this and that. And even if she doesn't have the money, she'll get it from her friends. And another thing she does too, guys, she been smoking cigars. And that's not helping either. Now, I don't think that has a bearing on her sugar, but I know it's definitely not good for her health overall, and it's not good for her mental nor her physical health. Because with my mom, when she starts to smoke cigarettes, not necessarily cigars, but cigarettes heightens her psychosis. Cigars can put her into a depression as well, but the cigarettes really can, like, she starts hearing voices and she starts hallucinating. And for those who are new followers, my mom has bipolar schizophrenia. My aunt also has bipolar schizophrenia, and I'm legal guardian of my mom and legal co-guardian of my aunt. Okay. Hey, thank you for joining. Hey, y'all. What's up, though? Let's see. What else y'all done missed? Oh, back to her diet. So I told my mom today when I went over there, I'm like, listen, we're going to sit down with the dietitian again and talk to the dietitian and see what would be some foods that my mom would be willing and some snacks that she would be willing to try. Because what's happening is we keep incorporating things that she says she's willing to try it, but really it's like, I don't think she's on board. Clearly she's not on board. And her sugar levels have been like in the 200s, then they go down to 197, then they're right back. So it's just been all over the place, guys. And it's one of those things where, have you ever said, let me put a smile on my face to stop from crying and to stop from just being frustrated with everything? I think I do that. My mom do that, or she does that. And I just feel like I just really want to get that under control. And it's very frustrating. It's very, 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 very frustrating because I don't want her to have to be back on insulin. She was on insulin in the past. And anyone who knows how it is being on insulin, it's just not fun. It's just pricking herself with these needles. And even now she has to get her sugar levels checked 3 times a week. So you guys can only imagine, like, not what I'm going through, but what my mama is going through. She's the one who's going through all the pain. But her doctor is saying, like, it's not just her food consumption. It's also her laying down all day. One thing y'all auntie do, she loves to just lay down, watch her TV. She won't get up, exercise. She lives in a nice neighborhood in a suburb where she can walk on out the door and she can walk down the street if she wants. It's a safe neighborhood. She can walk up and down the driveway. The driveway is very long. Just so y'all don't get it twisted, this ain't no rich folks neighborhood, okay? But she just lives in a nice, safe neighborhood. And I really wish that she would, because the residents that reside with her, they do that. They will go outside, they work out, they walk down the street, they put their headphones in. And my mom, she's like, oh, it's deers and foxes and this and that. And granted, it is in a woody area, so she's not making this up. It's the truth that it is possible that she could see any of the above. But I wish she wouldn't let that get in the way of her working out. Now, for those who are like, well, have you gotten her a treadmill or something like that? No, I haven't gotten her a treadmill. I'm kind of nervous to get her one because sometimes her medication can make her a little like disoriented. And I don't want her to possibly fall. I get that they have railings and things, but I just, the walk, I think there's one called, not just a regular treadmill, like a stepper or something. I know I'm calling it something wrong, but it doesn't have anything for her to hold on to. And I'm scared she's going to fall off of it. The larger treadmills are like $1,000, $2,000. And I don't have that right now. And I don't think she's going to use it anyway. But I did get her an exercise bike, which you guys would have seen, those who follow me. And that's like 20 videos back, probably. I got it for Christmas. And she says she uses it. Her weight, she's been maintaining it. You know, I know you guys are wondering, maybe with the cancer, has she lost a lot of weight? The doctor was concerned, it's July last month, that she had lost 11 pounds within a short period of time. But since then, she has maintained her weight. I think a lot of that had to do with her skipping her breakfast. She'll eat grapes and something small for lunch. Look, I'm trying to think what she normally, she goes to the senior center. So she'll do like a bagel and grapes, for lunch. And then for dinner, she's skipping dinner. So that's how she ended up losing that weight. At least that's the assumption. We don't think it was the cancer, but it could have been. That is one of the side effects or the symptoms, that does happen sometime. But overall with my mom, her health is okay, but the diabetes makes it not so good. That's where we're trying to get that controlled, So I haven't been filming mom either. I know I've just posted in stories every now and then, but I haven't filmed her because you guys know my motto: when my mom doesn't want to be filmed, I don't film her. Okay, so she don't want to mess with Instagram no more. She says hi, she love y'all, but she just doesn't want, the camera like bat out in her face or indirectly. She ain't been wanting that. Now, my aunt, on the other hand, y'all, just pray for us. Just pray for us. So yesterday, my aunt, she ran away. And I've been thinking to myself, when I be reporting this to y'all, like, aunt ran away. It's like my aunt has these 2 different things going on here. So she has the bipolar schizophrenia, and we believe it's Alzheimer's. And we believe that because she saw a neurologist, but we want a second opinion. I'm waiting on her daughter to get that done. Just in case you guys were wondering, again, we're legal co-guardians of my aunt, but I do my best not to step on my cousin's toes since that's her mom. So I may have different views or different ideas and different opinions. We work together and things that, I may want to do that she may not want to do, we kind of just work it out. So right now I'm waiting on my cousin to get that second opinion. Now with these two things going on, we have her running away sometimes, but then sometimes, this is just my thought process, sometimes I think that my aunt also just humanly wants to be able to go out into the world and go to a store and go to a fast food restaurant and go and just live her life. Okay. Now, I know you guys are like, what? Christina, she has bipolar schizophrenia. What are you talking about? She ran away. Yes, she did run away. But at the same time, I do understand my aunt's humanly mindset through her psychosis. I do understand her wanting to be able to live free, move free, just do what we all do who, who are not restricted like she is. So yesterday, typically when she gets up and I get a message that she's ran away, I typically would jump in my car and I would just, go and try and look for her. Or when I was in a relationship, I would, he and I, he was a really great guy. He and I would get in the car and he was so patient and so loving and so wonderful, guys. And he would just be like, even after dates sometimes, let's go downtown Detroit to go look for her. And let's go here, go there, But this time I didn't feel the need to do so because I had just spoke with her the day before yesterday. And she was saying like, I kind of want to go to the store. I want to get some fresh air. I want to get some sunlight, right? So in her assisted living home, she does have they have a book where they can sign, where they sign themselves out. Some of the residents there that have a psychosis, every psychosis is different. Some are at a point where they can be more independent, and some are at a point where they can't be, where they need a little bit more assistance. My aunt needs more assistance. And with her having these diagnoses, we are concerned that with her going off like that, that something could happen to her. So yesterday when she was gone, I got the message from the home probably a few hours after she had left, which really annoys me sometimes. They don't typically do that. They normally let me know immediately. But I think what's happening is that my aunt, I guess don't like this term of running away, but she kind of leaves the home like this quite a bit. So I guess they were like, what's the point of calling Christina and her cousin all the time about the same thing when she always comes back home, right? So they wanted to allow her time to come back to the house because it really could have been, guys, that she just went to the store, right? But she had left at 7 a.m., which is why I was like, dang, why y'all ain't tell me? Y'all should call me and tell me what's going on, So of course I tell them please tell me when she runs away. It's not going to get on my nerves. You can call me whatever, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And actually, let me correct that. It may get on my nerves. It actually may irritate me, make me mad. I may be frustrated, but she is my aunt. I love her. I signed up for this. So that's what comes with being a caregiver sometimes, guys. I mean, it is what it is. Oh, let me readjust myself. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Okay. So my aunt, around 10 or 11 o'clock, I think. I don't want to get the times wrong just in case, the home is looking at the video, but I know it was a few hours after. So they did what their protocol is for the assisted living home. For the assisted living home, their protocol is to call the police when someone runs away or if they leave the house, okay? They call the police to find her. Thank God she's in the area that they're familiar with this assisted living home, with the residents, things like that. So in the case that, a resident runs away, the likelihood of them finding them and bringing them back home is very high, and it's good. So what ended up happening is around 3 o'clock in the evening is when the police found my aunt and they brought her back. So this time, yesterday was the very first time ever that I didn't get up and just be like, I gotta go chase her. I gotta go chase her. And I know that I'm not going to get the best of views from everyone in regards to that, but this is just my truth. And this is just how I feel about it. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm 41. My legs getting tired. I'm on the couch. But I didn't go chasing after her this time because, you know, I have a lot going on too. And she's much more important because she lost, right? At least we think she is. She ran away or she left the house. But at the same time, I think that sometimes I overthink things, and I will move so quickly. I will emotionally move, and it's no need to. It's been times where the moment I hear that she ran away or she left the home, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go find her. I gotta make sure she's okay. And then I done drove downtown Detroit, like 20 minutes away from my home, or, you know, or 15 minutes away, or just driving anywhere, and she done came on home, you know. She done walked home. She done got picked up by the manager of the home, you know. So I just wanted to allow the facility to do their job. Me do my job to make sure that she's safe no matter what. No matter how tired I am, no matter what the hell I got going on, I'm always going to make sure her and my mom are safe. But I react to things so quickly, and I am very aware of that. And, you know, unfortunately, I have lost circumstances, you know. What's the way I want to say this? When I move quickly like that, sometimes I overthink it and I hurt myself. I don't know if you guys, because I'm trying to express what I feel in my head, and it's just, I don't know if it's coming out right. But have you ever moved so quickly about something and you're like, no, I didn't even have to do all that. I was so extra, like it wasn't necessary. So with my aunt, I do that sometimes. I move too fast. I know that you guys may think, you know, if that happens with your loved one, like, wow, but that means she's been gone for 8-9 hours and things like that. My aunt has a over 20-year history of doing this, okay? She's been doing this, I'm 41, since I was a teenager, you know? She has this history of being gone for long hours, you know, of time. So this isn't anything new. It's not like, you know, oh, Alzheimer's is why she's doing this. She's been doing this even before that possible diagnosis, okay? So I wanted to make sure that I preference that because I know that you guys as caregivers, sometimes some of you guys can be very prompt like me. And what you feel like when things happen, you have to be like, I gotta go. But sometimes it is okay to step back just a little bit, allow the assisted living home to do what they need to do. And then you also help on the sidelines, but just allow other people to assist as well, so that you don't have to be alone, so that you don't have to feel like you're doing it by yourself, so that you don't have to have that stress over you, okay? I know I put a lot into that portion of this live, but I hope you guys receive what I was laying down, okay? Did I have the AirTag on her just in case you guys, well, did I have it on her? Did she have the AirTag on herself? No, she didn't. If she did, y'all, it would have made it way easier to find her. So I got her an AirTag and I bought her a necklace. And if you guys remember, I don't know how many videos ago it was, but I went over to her house. I put some AirTags in her jackets and her purses and stuff. I had to take those and turn them off from my cell phone. I had to turn them off because they were beeping and beeping and beeping. So now she out in public, y'all, and she wondering like, oh my God, am I beeping? You know, she's just like, what's going on? And the reason why it was beeping because it was trying to get in contact with my cell phone. So for some reason, don't ask me why, y'all, but the AirTag on her necklace does not do that, okay? I don't know why. Ask Apple, okay? It doesn't do it. So, she didn't have the AirTag on. When she does wear it, it doesn't beep like that, but she wears it quite a bit because she likes that it says Apple and it makes her feel popular and stuff. But my cousin told me yesterday that now she got her a cell phone. which we were going back and forth about this for a while now, about getting my aunt a cell phone. We kind of put a halt on it because giving her a cell phone also gives her access to be able to call businesses and things like that. And, it's like, it's a catch-22. We can find her when she leaves the house or runs away, however you want to position it. But at the same time, it gives her access to be able to call different people that maybe she shouldn't be calling when she's hallucinating. Like, she used to do things, guys, such as calling the post office, saying, hey, I think I have a package there, or calling the courts and, things like that. I want to say, yeah, she even called the police a dozen times. She hasn't done it in a while as far as calling the police because she hasn't had a cell phone, but she has used the assisted living home phone and said, hey, someone is trying to rape me, things like that. But again, hallucinating, guys. Like, so with her getting her cell phone, I'll be able to reconnect all those AirTags inside of her coats and things like that. And I'll film it when I do go over to her house, and then I reconnect everything so that, you guys can see what I'm talking about in detail. And then that way, when she does walk off, to handle her business, maybe just going to the store, or if she's hallucinating and she's gone for a long period of time, then we can know, where she is. My aunt's other health issues, they all seem to be okay from what I understand. Yep, her blood pressure, sugar levels, everything seems to be fine. My aunt, she has an aneurysm and she has a stent in her brain to prevent it from, or help prevent it from rupturing. So she's been good. I haven't heard anything from doctors or from the assisted living home, or no updates on whether anything has changed with that, just in case you guys had questions about that. I do also have an aneurysm. I was recently diagnosed this year. It's 3 millimeters, but it is not causing me any problems. Y'all, I feel so short. Hold on. Okay, fix myself up. Okay. Yes, it's not causing me any problems at all. Thank God when you do it, right? But what I am trying to do is keep my stress levels down. I've had things recently happen in my life that it was like the initial stress of it. It has its stressful moments, and I've just tried to stay in a positive mindset, mentally, physically, and I have been, and I have a wonderful circle of friends that I love them dearly. We drive each other caboodles, and we love each other like crazy, but they keep me grounded. One thing about relationships, guys, is when you're in a relationship with someone, especially as a caregiver, make sure that you choose someone that chooses you too. Make sure that you make promises with someone and they make promises with you, and that you guys are whole individually and whole together. Because one thing about when we choose our partners, we have to make sure that we choose people that can handle the things that we have going on as caregivers, right? Because it's a lot. Like, any given moment, it's like, I got to go do this, I got to go do that. I was blessed enough to be able to have that when I did have it with my partner. He was absolutely amazing, guys. Like, he was Superman. And not even just with assisting me with caregiving, just like being my person. He was absolutely amazing. I can't even say anything bad about him. He was wonderful. I know you guys did ask me, was I away because I was sneaking off getting married or anything like that. No, that's not the case. Yeah. So I won't dig no more into that. And then lastly, save the best for last, even though everything else was great. Goodness, social media is a little sensitive. Guardian Chronicles, let's talk live. So yes, I'm starting it back up. I'm going to send the DMs today to everyone, and then I'll be responding to DMs that I haven't gotten to yet. A lot of them are new, so I guess you guys took a break too. So I'll be responding to you guys. And yeah, so we can get things back started. My caregivers in the city, I'll do another video about that, since that one was since this video is quite long. I didn't expect for it to be that long. I had all this to go over. That's probably why. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. I just wanted to come on here, give an update, and thank you guys for continuously following me. Whether I post or whether I don't, you guys stick with me and be like, okay, this girl took a break, so we're gonna come back. Sometimes I do get my modes of stress and depression, up and down, right? And then sometimes I get my moments of, I'm working on something, which I am. So I do thank you guys. Thank you so much for continuously supporting me. Thank you, new followers, for following me. Thank you for still following me, even though I hadn't been on here in a while. So when I do the Guardian Chronicles Let's Talk Live videos, what I'm going to do, I was going to create a new page for it, and I still may, and I'll do a separate video for this as well. What I'm going to start doing is taking the Let's Talk Live shows and putting them in the Reels section, and then just doing the educational videos and the updates on mom and aunt on the main page. So I'm going to start doing it like that. But I also may create a totally new Instagram page for it as well, because it just lets it have its own light, right? So I think I may do that. So thank you, you guys. Again, I can never stop saying thank you for your continuous support of myself, my mom, my aunt, your prayers, your love, your uplifting me, your education that you give me. This is not just education one way to you. It's right back to me. You guys are so amazing. Thank you for the DMs, even when I'm not posting. Thank you for following my individual page, because some of you do follow me on there. I appreciate it. So I'll be on here very soon. The shows are going to start back up. I don't have a date yet. I want to try next week if I can get someone next week. If not, I'll probably just do a solo show. We'll see. So I'll keep you guys posted. I hope you guys are doing well. Let me know how you're doing in the comments below. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.